Hi, today I'm going to show you how to use Propono to create your agency branded proposals. So there's two ways to go about this. The first is to send in an email with the carrier quotes you want, and then the other one is to upload them on our website. So let me show you the email method first. We're just going to go into our email, create a new email, and the email address you send it to is proposal@propono.ai. Now, the subject line is going to be whatever you want the PDF to be titled when you save your proposal. So today we're going to do a hotel quote. So I'm just going to call this the Hotel Package 2025. It doesn't matter what's in the body of the email, the system ignores that. So if you want to forward an email right from your underwriter that has the quote, you can do that and you don't need to worry about anything that it says here. So let's grab our PDF quote and we'll drag and drop that. And then we'll go ahead and send that off. It is 12:27, so we'll see when we get that back. The other way to do this is to go to propono.ai/proposal. And then here you have essentially the same fields. This is going to act like the subject line I just showed you. Whatever you type in here is going to be the PDF title when you get it back. Here you want to put your email address. This is going to tell the system who to send the link back to. And then you'll just drag and drop or navigate and attach your PDFs here. And then you hit upload insurance quotes. And as soon as the system is done processing it, it's going to send you an email link back so that you can finalize your proposal and get it ready to send to your client. Okay, it's 12:28, so it's been about a minute, and here is our proposal. So when you get your email, it's going to look just like this, and there's going to be a link inside of it to review your proposal. So when you click on that, it opens right up to your proposal based on the settings that you already did. There's no login needed. The links do expire after an hour. So if your link expires, you'll just need to log in and go to proposals to find it. So it opens you up in the editor, and you can see read that PDF that I sent in, and it's identified the fields that it needs. Let me show you what the original PDF looked like. So this was a quote from a wholesaler, surplus lines quote, 2 lines of business, all kinds of taxes and fees. A lot of information here that would, as we all know, maybe confuse a client. And Propono is designed to give you that nice, clean summary proposal, and then you can add as much detail as you'd like. So Propono has identified the general liability, 1 million per occurrence, 2 million aggregate. This all looks good. The rating basis is gross sales and the exposure. So see, now it's listed the classification and exposure. So let me show you how you can fix that. This screen is fully editable, just like a Word doc or a Google Doc. So we're just going to cut this, click down here, paste that in, cut that out. There we go. That makes a little more sense to me. The rating basis is gross sales, and there's the classification. And this client's exposure is 1.2 million in gross sales. So every quote has this field here, additional info. By default, we just put a disclosure here that, you know, if they want to see the full details, again, this is just a summary that they should see the attached carrier quote. But if there's something you want to highlight, maybe you've discussed something important about the quote with your client, we can say liquor liability is excluded. And anything else you'd want to highlight, you can just go ahead and add as much as you need to here. Now we have the property insurance. It's identified the address, the coverages, the deductible, and again, the annual cost. A notable exclusion it identified is that it's special form. Let's go ahead and type that out so they know what that means. But it does exclude theft. Now, maybe there's, again, something else you want to discuss with the client. Let's say that we said flood is excluded. Any other detail you'd want to give, you can add that here. And then the final page is your proposal summary page. So this is just where they see the high level cost, general liability, the carrier and the cost, property carrier and cost. Now, this is the number one area. We all know that AI is not perfect yet. I always say it's a really solid C student. So you want to double check things. And right here in sometimes the math, especially when there's taxes and fees and it's in in what your wholesaler sent in more than one place, it can get confused and trip up. So you want to double check this, make any corrections you need to. And let's say here we wanted to add an agency fee that wasn't on there. All you can do in these tables is just if you go right here, you can insert a row. You can also delete rows, things like that. Really easy to work with the tables in this system. So let's call this an agency fee. And let's say it's $500. So it doesn't automatically retotal for you. So you're going to want to just update all this. And now your total's right. Everything looks great. Now, before you save your proposal, there's a couple other tab options. So original quote shows you the PDFs you uploaded. So if you wanted to double check some pricing, double check some of the coverages, make sure that the system got it just right here, then that's why we put this here. So it just makes it easy. You don't have to go looking for it. And then the last tab is attachments. So you can establish an agency document library and decide which attachments you want to include with this proposal so everything's in one PDF. Now, in our demo account, we have a terms and conditions page that automatically, that at the agency level, we've set it to be required to be included with all proposals. Now, let's say then we also have some documents here that are in the agency library, but they're optional. Now, we did add an agency fee here, so all I would do is click on this, and that's going to add our agency fee agreement disclosure. If you want to get rid of it, just click on that red X and it bounces right back. And if you want to reorder these, you can just click and drag. Now they'll see the agency fee agreement first and the terms and conditions at the end. So all of this is documents that the agency has set up at that level. If there are documents that are specific to this PDF that you want to include in the proposal, or I'm sorry, specific to this quote that you want to include in the proposal, you can just add those here. So let's say in this case, I want to include an application with it. So I can go over that with my insured as well. So I'm just going to drag and drop some Accord applications and hit upload the document. And again, we can see that here. You know, before we get into the nitty gritty, let's go over the application. So we'll put that at first, then agency fee agreement, then terms and conditions. So once you have all the attachments you want, you can just go back to the editor, hit save proposal. And then here it is. So here's the agency branded proposal, all the colors we've set up previously. So it looks great, nice and simple for the client to understand. You can walk through it with them. And then so after the proposal summary, there's a thank you page. And then here's that Accord application we uploaded. Here's that agency fee agreement and some terms and conditions. So that's about it. It's a simple system to use, very customizable. As always, if you have questions, just go to contact us, reach out. We're here to help.